The Fully Geek.
Easy does it. Welcome everybody to Fully Geek Pod episode 121, aka Romeo's
rolling,
done.
rolling. Keep rolling. Come on, man.
I don't know this reference. What's up, people?
What is going on?
We doing that tune?
No, I don't think I do. No.
Limp Bizkit, man.
Kane,
Oh yeah, I know Limp Bizkit.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Undertaker had it for a little while. Do you remember when he decided to go on his motorbike and all that?
No, I stopped watching wrestling at that point.
I can't believe it. It was about a good 10 years ago, you know.
He just
It's
became,
longer than 10
when he
years,
done that, he just became Overtaker, bro. Overtaker.
Yeah, it's longer than 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate that part of Undertaker so much.
Bro, we ain't watched wrestling about 15 years, bro.
No. Rich still watches it.
I know he does.
You know what? Literally, I went into my Skybox and deleted like about 50 gig of WWE Raw wrestling.
Gig, you know. Bloody hell.
Might as well see.
Snack, boy.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You see Sky Go, yeah. Sometimes it does piss me off, bro. Sometimes I just want to record that one episode. Stop series linking every fucking thing, bro. I know you're trying to be convenient, yeah, but sometimes I just want to watch this one and I don't like it again. And now you've filled up the whole of the Skybox with all of these recordings. And then every time a new series comes on, you record it. It's just too much. But yes, guys, Apple TV is now officially on Sky Q. Bang, bang. Okay. It is revolutionized. Sky has revolutionized the thing now.
Yes.
I can watch Apple TV on a big screen as opposed to watching on my phone.
Are you watching on your phone? All the stuff on your phone?
Yeah, or I put it on the computer.
Well, can't you mirror it onto your TV?
No.
You
gotta have Apple TV to do that.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I hate Apple. This is why I can't do Apple.
BT Sport do that now as well on the app. Before you could cast it to your TV. Now you can't do it.
I could never. When I had BT Sports for what reason I don't know. Like I had it on my phone and I tried to cast it on my TV and it's like no, you need to pay more money.
Yeah,
for that.
you gotta pay more money. They were licensing.
Cheeky.
No, but Rich, you can do that with Samsung though. You can do have Android phones.
No, but not for the actual app. It will work for everything else. As soon as you click on the app, blank screen.
Serious?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we all got alternative platforms. I can watch alternative things on the big screen, but sometimes, like I feel like, I don't even pick up TV, but you know, like because I have it, I want to watch it through the Apple TV.
Yeah.
All right, cool people. How has your week been? What is going on?
Yeah, man.
Guys, it's official, bro. It's the 14th, bro. There's 11 days till Christmas.
And it feels like summer outside, bro.
Is this the last episode?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you lot didn't agree that. We were talking last week.
Isn't it?
It's next week.
Yeah.
And then to be fair, we might even just work through Christmas holidays this time. I don't know, bro. You know what it? What else is there going to do, bro? Everyone's working from home. No one can't go nowhere. We got a transformer on the loose. What can we do, bro?
Moving on swiftly.
All right, cool. Yeah, good. Glad to hear that all of you are all right. Yeah, straight into it. All right, there's lots to get through today. All right, Merv, apologies from now. All right, sport is going to be a warning. So, all right. Today I picked up the Evening Standard, and the headline on the Evening Standard is "Warning for the unjabbed as Omicron takes over in London. You're risking your life without a vaccine." So now, obviously, Uncle Boris came out and he did a press conference, I think Sunday, 8 p.m. to ruin everyone's weekend. And basically he said everybody must go and get a booster. So yes, you got your vaccine, you went and got your first vax, then you got your second vax, and we said that you're good. Now we are telling you must get a booster.
No, now they're telling you that those two vax are useless. They don't work. So,
and in a couple months' time, you have to get another booster.
Yeah, boosters after you run.
That's it, bruv. I don't know
as my yard brothers would say.
Yeah. So previously it was have the two vaccines and wait for how long was it? Minimum 3 months, was it?
Yeah.
And now it's a case of you don't have to wait.
Go get a booster.
Everyone can book as soon as they can from what it was Monday morning.
I think from January they'll be like like little.
Pop-up
I
shops.
think the army's gonna help out and stuff.
Yeah, there'll be pop-up shops. You'll just be scared. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah. Hold tight. Yeah, guys, you gotta go and get boosters. Like, I mean, that's what Uncle Boris has said. And yeah.
You have to get these boosters until another variant arrives, and then you have to get another booster when that arrives.
Just keep on getting boosters.
Yeah, man.
And you must now roll with your COVID passports. All right. So it's not a passport like a burgundy book, which is just like a little thing on your app, which basically means that if you are going to a nightclub, you now have to roll with your thing to say that you've taken a lateral flow test within the last 48 hours, or you have been double vaxxed and boosted. And then you can go raving. Techno, all of that, yeah? If you're going to any outdoor event with like more than 10,000 people, like a football event, you need to make sure you've taken your COVID test before you get there and also those kind of things. But you can go to the pub without anything. Just for all our listeners that want to go to the pub, you're allowed to go to the pub. That's not a problem. Do your thing. Although the pub is probably one of the places that it like transmits the most, to be honest.
Make it make sense, mate. That's what make it make sense, honestly.
It doesn't. Also, a lot of theatres actually had to close doors this week because of that, because of the COVID and because of people having to self-isolate. I think Lion King has shut down for a couple of days, and there's a few other theatres that have actually closed down for a couple of days because obviously people have been told to go home and stuff like that, and they have to self-isolate. Similarly, there is no more red list countries. Okay, so as of I think it's tomorrow, there's no longer red list countries because research says that having red list country doesn't actually stop transmission at all.
Exactly.
And I think also some countries started on some bad man thing. Is it? We're red list, yeah?
Trust me,
on the red list.
My Niger brothers are
straight,
okay. All right, cool. You man as well, innit? Trust me.
They said, yeah, you're on red list. You know, bare uncles and aunties that were trying to go home for Christmas. And what?
Trust me.
They weren't happy.
Trust me. But I'm not happy with my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, man. They're on some pussy flicks, straight pussy flicks, bro.
Yeah, but they're not a red list country, innit?
No, but they're saying that now that you must be vaxxed before you come to Ghana. They won't accept you. Like you have to be double vaxxed. And if you're Ghanaian and you're not, and you're coming back home, you get vaxxed at the airport.
Yeah, their official documentation come out and everything.
It's mad.
So what? They're just gonna juke you up in the airport.
Oh, you're not vaxxed. Yeah, come here. Juke. You can go now.
Well, both of them in one go as well, yeah.
One arm each.
Catch up with it.
And a booster. And a triple and one for luck for the booster.
Brother, it would not surprise me, brother. It would not surprise me, bro.
So yeah, a lot of people like, boy, like I saw J5 put up, goes, oh man, I'm gonna miss Ghana this year. Do you know what I mean? Like a few Ghana men are saying, boy, no Ghana this year for me, boy.
Nah, it's not easy, man. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. All I can say, guys, is be safe, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday, obviously, I didn't go to work yesterday, so I looked at the cover list. It went, people told me they went into the car park. The car park was empty. So what? They said, yeah, bro. Like, it's just like last year, half the staff. You know, like, what is that program? Take me out.
Take me out.
Literally, that's how it is at staff at the moment. That's how it is. That's how it is at the moment. Like, literally, everybody's lights out, bro. I'm just like, I can't tell you who, but because obviously they might listen to it. But literally, as I was speaking to you, I got a text message, another one down, bro. Another staff member tested. So
not Leon.
No. Starts. No. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, guys, just be safe. You know what I mean? You can't be safe, be happy, and all them things there. You know what I mean? All right.
Cool.
That's Omicron, bruv. 8 Transformers away. All right, guys. Also, we got sent a message this past week, and they asked, "Is it possible? Would you man even talk about the whole clause 9 of the Nationality and Borders Bill?" Okay, and that was basically giving notice to deprive a person of citizenship if it's not reasonably practicable to do so, or in the interest of national security, diplomatic relations, or in the public interest. But basically, it's a thing where basically, if you are committing a crime or doing something, similar to what they did with Shamima Begum, where they sent her back. Well, she went to Syria to try to join the refugee, the Taliban, and then she wanted to come back. They were like, nope, you ain't come back.
Yeah.
You no longer have British nationality. She was like, whoa,
Was she born here?
Yeah,
She was born here, yeah.
she was born here.
And that's why she was begging to come back. She was saying, "Can I come back?" And they were
She-
saying, "No."
They sent her to Bangladesh, I think it was. She had never been there before in her life.
So this is going to be an ongoing thing then, basically, that they can strip you of your citizenship.
Well, that's what they're saying. So that's what they're saying. They're saying that the bill was passed, or they raised the bill in Parliament the other day for that to be able to happen.
Is it for extreme cases like terrorists or?
I'm assuming it's for extreme cases, but once we give it the green light, or once it's given the green light, it doesn't mean that it can't be used because they don't like.
So, what does that mean for a white British guy that does something like it becomes a terrorist? What does that mean for him?
Well, I don't think it. Well, it becomes a terrorist.
He gets sent to Cornwall. I don't know, because I really like.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because I'm as much British as he is.
Yeah, 100%.
So why should I get stripped of my citizenship, but he doesn't?
Because
it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. In one aspect, because you potentially have a routeway to another country, for example, like through our grandparents or through our parents, they can say, okay, this is where you are. Where I don't know, and this obviously I'm just trying to use a random name like
John Smith,
Jack or Karen or John, for example. They can't trace their ancestry.
If they can go to Scandinavia or the Falkland Islands or
100%.
They could trace their ancestry to somewhere, bruv.
100%, but they won't do that.
The Caucasus Mountains, bruv. You get me?
100.
But you know what I mean, innit? It's just a case of like basically just drive you and dump you off. Take care, lads. Enjoy your weekend, and don't come back.
And also, I think it's all to do with like asylum seekers and victims of slavery.
So I don't mind asylum seekers, people that have nationalized here, and stuff like that. That makes sense. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. But people that were born here, like, I don't think that should have no right at all.
No, I don't think they should.
I think it's just the way it's got to be used. It's got to be used.
What do you mean?
No, like you said, it's got to be used in a, for example, like if you become if they're just using it just to strip you, okay, you're a criminal, whatever. Oh, we're just going to strip you. We're going to strip you and deport you back to your country where you've never been before. They shouldn't be able to do that, because that's what it's giving you the ability to do, is strip you from it. Just totally strip you.
Just tell me you're not really British. That's what it's telling you. You're not really British. You don't belong here. And any excuse, you're gone, which is out of order. Totally out of order.
I think that's why I think is a bit deep. Like, you can't. For me, it just feel like they're changing the rules as they go along.
Yeah.
I think maybe, like I said, and it may be that they only use in extreme cases. But when you've got Priti Patel like running it, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like all of us can go. Like, and the maddest thing is, like, in my head, Priti Patel is going to be the backbone to it, and she'll drive it, and then they'll turn around and say, "Priti, it's your time to go."
So has this law been put in place?
I believe it's got to wait for royal. I don't know what the word is. There's something where like it has to now been like rubber stamped.
But the thing is, I know there's a petition gone around, and I've signed it and all that kind of stuff. I've looked at it.
I haven't even seen it. But yeah,
no, you haven't seen it.
No.
I will forward it to you.
Yeah. So when that petition's gone in, does it mean it's already been action from the government side, and now that it's being processed, we, by signing a petition, then allow it to come up in the Commons?
I think so. Like, from one reading, sorry, as I'm talking to you, it says here, the bill aims to prevent illegal entry into the UK, meaning people can't come into the country without a visa in an attempt to scupper criminal trafficking networks, remove people from the UK if they have no right to be there, or protect those who are in genuine need by creating a new asylum system. Yeah, so in theory, that's what they're saying they can do. Yeah, but I think there are like other like little clauses within there that mean they can do more.
Yeah, because even what's the name? Shamima. What's the name? Shamina.
Shamima Begum.
Yeah. So technically, she shouldn't be stripped of her.
No.
It's exactly. I never understood that. I never ever understood how she got stripped. I didn't get it.
And the reason why they said to her is like because like most people saying, yeah, but she doesn't look like she's sorry. And I thought that's not a real reason.
That's not a reason.
Nonsense,
Like,
yeah.
because my thing is, she was a child when she left. She was a child.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah?
Isn't it?
Yeah, like she got bamboozled like the rest of it. Get me? Anyone can get sweet talk. Do you get me? Like there was no reason that they believed that she was going to come over here and do stuff.
Yeah. I always wondered, how did they just strip her from her citizenship? Wow. She's British. Like, she was born here. I don't get it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Obviously, they can. The same way they done with the Windrush and all that. They can do whatever they want, man.
Even look at if you look at Cash. Yeah,
Yeah.
They picked up Cash and sent him back to Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
He had no one over there. Like, or maybe a couple of random family members. Like, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't imagine that happens. Nate, you just gotta go live in Jamaica. Like, what? What are you talking about?
But this is how you know, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, when you know our white counterparts like, no, this is your home, mate. You're British. You're just like one of us. We're not because in a second they could just say, mate, get out of here. So this is not home. This is not home. Like this, and this is proving it now. It's proving it in these times. Look, it's 2021. You know, look at these new rules that are coming out now in this day and age. Come on, man.
And also it is quite funny because, like, yeah, this bill has been particularly picked up, but how many bills have gone through without even us even knowing?
Oh, there's so many, but that's what I'm saying. The reality is, if you think about it, some of us don't even watch the news. There's so much things go through politics, the politics and the House of Parliament, all those kind of things that none of us have no idea what they're talking about. None of us even know what's going on.
Yeah, totally agree.
But yeah, big up my MP. He sent me a Christmas card. He's a bad boy. Okay, so it's a bad boy Christmas card as well. Yeah, man. Every year he sends me a Christmas card. Every year his Christmas cards are so sick.
But no, it's not just you. He says it's the whole borough. Yeah.
I know he sent no. But...
Go on.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Because no, obviously, I mean, I don't want to, because I'm not allowed to influence the people. You get me? But that's all it is. You get me? I'm an official member and that, innit? All right, guys. This weekend was full of controversy. Right. We'll start with football before we get into Formula One. Football is now being postponed. Omicron is affecting football, or Corona's affecting football. So last week we had Spurs game was cancelled Thursday in the Europa League conference. They call it. That game got postponed, and then they're saying that they're not even going to replay that match.
Yeah, I heard about that. Is that official?
Yeah, it's official. Not replaying the match, so it's going to go to a panel basically, because basically Spurs needed to win that to go through.
Yeah. Because
they were playing the team that was top of the league, and the other team hadn't lost a game yet.
Yeah.
And the other team who were in third are now 3 points ahead of Spurs. So I don't know what they're going to do with that, to be honest.
Well, apparently they're saying that Spurs are going to be kicked out of Europe.
Possibly. It could be, because to be fair, they were the ones that postponed it. So maybe that should be right.
Do you remember, like, at the start of the season when Arsenal had 5 players out?
Yeah, of course we do.
But nothing was. We still played. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I think Spurs had 9 players, but it wasn't 9 first team players. It wasn't. It might have been 8, but it wasn't 8 first team players.
No, it wasn't exactly.
Yeah, so technically they should have still played.
Yeah,
but I think they had to close down their training ground as well. But I don't know why they did continue to play, to be honest. But that meant that their game on Sunday was called off. Yeah. So for me, don't get me wrong, it meant that I can park outside my house without threat of like foolishness. And then their game on Thursday against Leicester should be called off as well, because it won't be 10 days since they made the original thing. So hypothetically speaking, they shouldn't be able to be played that game. If they're ready to play that game, why couldn't you play the other games?
Exactly.
And Manchester United game got called off today as well against Brentford.
Yeah, that's gone.
Because there were some United players that had got the Rona, or so, I don't know, in the camp.
It just looks like what they're going to do is reduce the crowd level as well in the stadiums.
But I think that's the dangerous one because you can't reduce crowd level.
What do you mean?
Because if I and I is paid for a season ticket, God tell me I can't come for.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
You took my money. You took my
Exactly.
money.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just realised. Yeah.
Can't it just refund?
Well, to be
Right.
fair, no. Well, to be fair, what they did before, they froze everything, and then basically they then just said, if you want to go to a game, put your name in the hat, and they'll raffle it off, but your money is yours, and they'll just give it to you next season. So they could do that, but I paid for this season. I want to go watch football this season. Innit? So even like tomorrow, I'm going to go watch Arsenal play West Ham, but they are changing it slightly, and I've got to show my COVID passport when I get there.
Yeah.
Or to prove that I've had tests within the last 48 hours.
And do you know what's funny about that? I was watching Sky Sports News and they spoke to fans about that. I said, listen, I've been coming here since it's been open again and no one's checked me or asked me anything about a passport. So what has been proposed is absolute nonsense.
To be honest, I think what will happen, is it's supposed to be random checks. But basically, it won't be a kind of thing where everybody's getting checked. I think they'll just do random spot checks. Because it'll take too long for you to do 60,000 people.
You got to be there midday, mate.
This is why it's all inconsistent, man.
It is. But we are consistent with being inconsistent.
100%.
Very, very true. Very, very
We are
true.
very consistent with being
Spot on.
inconsistent. But also, the big news today, right, Merv, Aubameyang is the Arsenal captain. He's a striker, scored lots of goals, earned a lot of money. Stopped scoring goals, but still earns a lot of money. So
he was late. He's been late before to training and stuff.
Yeah,
so he's been disciplined already for that.
Got a couple of disciplinary things. Yeah. But Aubameyang, he has officially lost the captaincy at Arsenal through to his disciplinary record, and he will not be involved in Arsenal versus West Ham on Wednesday.
See, that's the part I don't get. Like, strip him of his captaincy, I don't mind that. Do you know what I mean? But why is he not playing the next game? Like,
because you clearly didn't see the video I sent in the group, innit? Because Arteta said, right, he's very hurt.
Who's Arteta, the manager or something?
Yeah, Man United, Arsenal manager.
Yeah.
He said that he's very hurt. He's very hurt. So it will take time for him to get over. So obviously, look, imagine you're the team manager of your team. Okay, yeah, you had a few issues in the past, and then right, Kel, maybe you're not going to be manager no more. It's like, he's like, raw, really? Do you know what I mean? So I get why he's pissed. Like, I wouldn't want to play football.
No, man. I think look, I would be honest with you, yeah. All or Nothing next season, the All or Nothing on Amazon Prime is going to be
it's a big record.
It's going to be a bestseller. Arsenal they have fully committed. You see what it was? They committed.
But they said, listen, we're not getting European money, yeah? Let's get some Amazon money. You get me?
We want the big Amazon. What have we done? We've given you excitement. We've lost the first 3 games of the season. We've then won on a 10-game unbeaten spree. Yeah, we've then thrown in this, bro. I'm telling you, they are committed to the cause. We've had some good games where we've beaten Spurs. I'm telling you, bro.
It come like power, bro. Bare soap opera business going in, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know, bro.
So what's
bro,
your opinion?
Fighting off thieves.
Oh yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, of course. Yeah. About that as well. What's your thoughts? Like, honestly, like,
the thing about the Aubameyang captain thing, yeah. While I think it was cool at the time for Aubameyang to be captain, I do think him being captain has probably given deficiencies to the game. I think him being captain is too much for him. I'm not saying that he isn't like a big man or whatever in the camp, but I think actually I just want you to focus on scoring goals, but I don't think I want you to focus on this captaincy thing. I want you to still be an elder in the team, but actually I want someone maybe a little bit further back to drive forward. I don't always agree with strikers being captains.
Even Henry was that good of a captain. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why don't you agree?
Because I think sometimes as a striker, your main responsibility is to score goals. I don't want you to be worrying about why the centre-back isn't doing what he's supposed to be doing. I just want you to focus on your game. Let the centre-back or someone who can see the pitch, centre midfield, whatever, drive forward, like pick up the armband and scruff of the neck. Like you look at someone like Steven Gerrard, like he can pick up the game in the centre midfield, the scruff of the neck, drive forward. As a striker, you can't control anything. If no one will pass you the ball, there's nothing you can control.
Yeah, so
Makes sense.
Yeah, so generally, like you expect, well, back in the day, your captains to be either someone from defense or someone from midfield, a central midfielder, someone who's very commanding, give directions. From a striker perspective, you can't give directions when you're right at the front.
You can't even go and tell the left back, "Oh, bro, I need you to do that." You can't, because it's so far to go back to talk to the left back.
Yeah, so
for me, that's why I'm not taking it as anything. I'm like, it's not anything. You just chose someone else to be captain. And I would, the whole stripping of the captaincy thing, you just chose someone else to be captain. I think originally when you said it, there was going to be 5 captains. There were 5 people in your team that could have been captain.
How do you man feel about Arteta being so open about it to the press and everyone?
Listen,
I'm for it.
I'm for it because I don't want to hear any of those this, but this, he said this, all this little
rumors and stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. That's what I like about Arteta. He's come out, he talks about it, this has happened. It's best to come out now. So I don't like, he said in the interview that you didn't watch. So, I says, I don't want to lie to the fans. I don't want to lie to anyone. I'd rather be honest, so it's front, so everybody knows what's going on. And that's, for me, that's perfect. Since Arteta's come to Arsenal, he's had the toughest decisions he's had to kind of deal with.
Ozil, Guendouzi,
yeah,
Saliba,
getting low. Koscielny, was he there with Koscielny?
Pepe.
Was he there when Koscielny? Was he there when Koscielny?
Yeah, Koscielny one. I think he just joined. I think he was. I think.
But I think you have to. But my thing is this: what you have to do is there is no man that's bigger than the club. No man is bigger than the club. So I have to. If I have to put down discipline, I have to put down discipline. The thing is, you know the rules, isn't it? Yeah, there are. You know, like, and if what they're saying is that they allowed you to go home to go and tend to your sick mother or whatever in France, did that, you came back late. And then apparently he was on your socials doing up tattoos.
Yeah, but this is something.
No, so what I'm saying is, so therefore what I'm saying is it's a lack of respect. Yeah? And the problem is you have all of these generations that are just so social media driven, that you're trying to put everything out in the world, where before you just get on with it. You don't need to know your business.
But from the time he liked Ronaldo's caption after he scored against us, I was like, come on, Aubameyang, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Do you know what?
And it's not against Aubameyang. Because, and the worst thing is like the media have spun it in a way where they're questioning the decision. When on Saturday, when the story broke originally, they were like, "Oh, Aubameyang can't be captain." All of them, Aubameyang can't be captain. You've got to show who's the captain. All of a sudden, when they took Aubameyang captaincy, they're like, "Yeah, nah, it's out of order." The way they're treating Aubameyang, and that prick Piers Morgan, like the maddest thing is, I want to.
What's he saying,
bro? He's just dissing Arteta. What kind of manager is this? And then they just like Aubameyang has given us so much. Bro, he hasn't sacked Aubameyang. He's still an Arsenal player.
Boy, the way Arteta was, from what I saw on Rich's video.
Dickhead.
I saw a question they asked him, like, do you think Aubameyang will play for Arsenal again? And
they say he said, when will he be back?
No, they asked him, like, do you think he'll play for? Do you think that he'll play for Arsenal again? That was the question. And he was like, the way Arteta answered it, it was like, boy, he's like, well, for now he's not in the squad. Blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? That's like raw. Like usually Arteta will be like, nah, of course not. He'll definitely he's back. He'll be back in the team. But he didn't even say that at all.
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe Aubameyang, like maybe Aubameyang took it too far. Let's start talking about his mother or something. You know the ones there.
Yeah.
Are you suck your mother, Arteta? Suck your mother with a straw. One of them things. You know he's been hanging around with Toots a little bit too much. You get me? Yeah, I'm a black clout. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, I reckon something came out. I said, "Listen, bad boy. Yeah, all right, cool. Say nothing."
No, because it's one of the ones that you really think about it. Is like apparently from what Arteta said, he told him on a Monday that you're no longer going to be the club captain. So right now, Aubameyang's like, suck your mother, basically. I'm gone home, and no one's spoken to him. So he's like, I don't know. He might not, but right now he's vexed, and that's why he's not coming to training.
I don't think he should be vexed by that. I think he should be vexed by the fact that you came late and people are in your business. I don't think he'd be vexed by the captaincy.
No, listen, no, but from a Batman perspective, he had an honest reason. He was given permission to leave to bring his sick mum to the country or whatever it was, right? I don't know the full story, but you know, he said to the club, "I'll be back on this date," and they did a check-in. He wasn't in the country; he was in another country. At the end of the day, this is not the first time, and I'm pretty confident this is not the first time that it's happened behind closed doors, and they've said certain things to him, and he's still gone and do it. He's gone and done it again.
If even when he left Dortmund, there was stories of indiscipline from them.
Yeah, no, Tuchel's manager, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tuchel came out and said it that Aubameyang had issues always with lateness. Tuchel said it. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's not a new thing, but at some point, Aubameyang, you have to just grow up in it. But obviously, he shout you out because you're still the bad man. And you still score goal to Arsenal, the rest of it. So go on. No, I was gonna say you have to just call a man when he's wrong, isn't it?
No, because and also you got to look at it as well, especially what Arsenal have done, where they've brought in loads of new young players, right? Aubameyang, you captain, big 32-year-old man, however old you are, you're meant to be leading from example because you're Aubameyang. Do you get what I mean? So it's a case of, and the youngsters must be thinking, raw, he just done that to Aubameyang. It took him, but he messed up, you know. But again, I'll go back to say, should he ever been given the captaincy in the first place? When I found out he was going to be captain when he signed a contract, I thought, captain, I don't really see him as a captain material. But obviously, what I realized is I was watching something today, and I'm old school, where I want my captain to be more vocal, to be kind of giving direction and stuff like that. To me, that's what a captain does, and I don't see him as that kind of player. But to me, it should never been given to him. But
saying that, Rich, yeah, let's go through like the captains of nowadays. Like, let's say the top three. They're not the who's Man City captain?
Well,
is De Bruyne or
it's Diaz? I think it's Diaz.
But none of them are shouters and stuff like that. I think Liverpool is who is that? Is it
Henderson.
He's
a shouter.
Henderson's a shouter.
Oh, Henderson's a shouter.
But when he doesn't play though, who's the captain of? He hasn't been playing that much.
De Bruyne.
No.
Liverpool. It will be Van Dijk.
He's not a shouter. Van Dijk's not a shouter. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea, is it Silva?
De Bruyne is De Bruyne is Man City.
Yeah,
the Man City captain.
And De Bruyne is not a shouter at all. He's not a shouter.
But he leads by example.
Yeah, I know, but he's not a shouter. I was going with what Rich just said, innit?
Chelsea captain is Cesar Azpilicueta.
Yeah, he's not a shouter. That's what I'm saying. I think.
No, but it's okay.
I think behind the scenes. But I think about how players are in the dressing room.
Remember the position as well. Where the positioning. I would. De Bruyne he's attacking midfielder, number 10, right? Was he classed as that?
Yeah, number 10. Yeah.
But he can drop back in midfield. He can see the team. He can see the game. I don't think can see the game where he is. And it's not to say that it's the thing, but I also, at the moment, being an Arsenal captain doesn't mean anything at the moment. Because if you look at all of our Arsenal captains, there was one point where if he was captain, it meant he was leaving.
But from Gallas curse, from Gallas.
Yeah, do you remember? It meant if he was captain within a season or two, he was actually leaving.
Fabregas, Van Persie,
Marlon, like everybody that was club captain. Apart from Xhaka. Xhaka was the only person.
Koscielny.
You want to be captain? Season later, you're out of it.
The only one that stayed is Mertesacker, and he's still within the system.
Mertesacker and Xhaka. They're the only people that have left. And even then, we dropped Xhaka out of the team because of that. Xhaka was stripped of the captaincy.
Yeah, but so who would you want to see as the new captain of Arsenal?
For me, just on the pitch, what I see, either Tierney or Gabriel or Aaron. Those are the three choices for me. This one on the pitch, yeah.
Okay.
If any of those three people get it, I don't mind. But Aaron's new, Kieran's young, Gabriel, he can't speak English, so it's like, I don't know. That's the thing.
They get to Ben White.
Who? White?
Yeah.
Nah. White's not captain.
The guy doesn't watch football, so I wouldn't give it to him either.
Yeah, I want to give it to him.
Tomiyasu.
No.
So Nate, who are you?
Like right now, Lacazette. I don't mind Lacazette because Lacazette, when he plays with heart.
What?
But he's leaving.
No.
Although it's his last year.
Same thing for me though. He's too far forward. Although he drops back. The thing is, I don't think you can even give it to Tierney. To be honest, I don't think he plays enough.
He's injury prone, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah, he doesn't play enough for me. They probably get to Odegaard, to be honest.
That's the rumor.
Would you give it back to Xhaka?
I don't mind, you know. I don't mind. I'll give it to Xhaka.
What's the controversial there?
Yeah, I don't mind, bro. Straight. He made a mistake, man. We're human, bro. You know what I mean?
He's made a lot of mistakes.
I hear that, but that's playing on the pitch. But I mean, that the main mistake he done was swearing at the crowd, his supporters, and taking his top off. Do you know what I mean? That's the biggest mistake that he's known for. But he's human, man. He was emotional that day. You know what I mean? People going for his kid and stuff. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but to me, I can't see further than I wouldn't give it to Aaron Ramsdale. Why? Because he's too new. I like him as a character, but I wouldn't want to put that pressure on him.
Yeah,
I think to me, Tierney, the reason why I go for Tierney because he's the youngest but oldest player there. If that makes sense. He's despite him being young, he's got an older mentality. You know, the whole Celtic thing. He knows about.
He was born in snow, so he's cool. You know what I mean?
No, 100.
He's got that. He knows the passion. He understands when you play, how you play for the club, the shirt and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And to me, he makes sense. Him being our captain. However, the injury concern, that's the only thing. But yeah, him, Gabby rotate Gabby and Odegaard as vice.
All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully by next week we'll know who the club captain is. I reckon they'll just rotate it around from 1 to 2. I reckon they'll just give it to about 5 players. Right, we had another bit of controversy. Merv, hopefully you can join in this bit, but I don't know if you're even a Formula One man. You're a Formula One man, Merv?
Nope.
All right, excellent. No worries about that. All right, so last week we briefly touched on the fact that Formula One was going to the final game of the season, final race of the season. I apologize. Very ignorant of me. Everything is not football. All right, it went to the final race, and at the time, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton were tied on points exactly as they went into the final race. All right, I'll give you a quick breakdown. 10 laps to go. Okay, Lewis Hamilton is ahead. Okay, they're talking about Lewis Hamilton is going to win his 8th title. Will go one more than Michael Schumacher. He's got 7 currently. He's racing. He's got about 11, I can't remember if it's 11 or 13-second gap between him and Verstappen in second. He's cruising. Okay, he's on some hard tires, but he's cruising. Got the fastest car. Okay, out of nowhere, there's another Schumacher in here now. Is it Schumacher's son?
Yeah. Michael's
Schumacher.
son.
Yeah, Michael's son.
That's what I mean, conspiracy, bro. All over the gaps.
He's driving, then he randomly, it's not even a coming together, to be honest. It's not even a coming together, yeah? But this other guy, he passed the next guy, the other guy spins out, bang, straight into the barrier, crashes. Now they've got to bring the safety car out because it's a big, massive debris on the track. Can't drive over that in like 200, 300 miles an hour. Your tire will pop, you'll crash. Oh, they bring out the safety car. When they bring out the safety car, Staffen, who's in second place, goes straight into the pit, changes tires to soft tires, comes back out. There's now 5 cars between Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen. These 5 cars technically have been lapped already, yeah? So they're carrying on safety cars there, they're clearing up.
Why didn't Lewis change his tires as well?
Because if Luke, I'll explain that to you why he didn't change tires, yeah? Oh, I'll just quickly go for it. Then basically it gets to 1 lap to go, yeah? They've cleared the safety car. They're saying over the radios, are we going to let the cars, not delap, but basically it's a process where you delap. So basically everyone has been lapped. basically what you do is you now pass the safety car, you drive around to the back of the track. So you're now officially back at the back and there's no one lapped anyone. So you're back in your correct racing order. Then the safety car comes off at the end of that lap and then you race. So what they did is they only let the cars between Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen go past. And that was a very last minute order. Those cars passed. By this time, the car behind Verstappen is now almost neck and neck with Lewis Hamilton. The safety car ducks, they race. Lewis Hamilton on the old tyres.
So hold on. So the cars in between Hamilton and Max,
Verstappen, yeah.
Are they lapped cars?
Yes. The Hamilton has lapped them.
So usually that's okay. Usually that's fine.
In a normal race, it's fine because they're just slow. They're just slow. And Hamilton's that much faster, so he's now lapping.
Okay. So usually it would just be like they stay where they are.
Yes, there you are. It. But because the safety car comes out, what you normally do is you let the lapped cars stop being lapped and they go round to the back.
Okay.
And then you've got the cars 1 to 23 or whatever in order, and you race.
Okay.
But if they allowed that to happen, the safety car would have been on for the whole race. You would have just given it to Hamilton because you had 1 lap to go. Because what it's supposed to do is you let the cars pass, and as they get to the back, the safety car then leaves at the end of that lap, which at the time was 1 more lap. But what they said is Massey said he wanted them to race. So Massey made up the rules as he went along and just changed the rules.
But how can you let them race when you know that Hamilton's tyres on his last legs?
They don't care about tyres. They've got nothing to do with
them. And Max has got fresh tyres. Of course he's going to win.
Yeah, they wanted Max to win.
Do you know what I heard on radio was like someone come on and said that like they always complain that they never get to just race. And that was the reason why they decided to let them race. However, the whole tire thing, there's nothing's fair in it.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
But so technically, Hamilton could have pitted, changed his tires, and the difference was Hamilton would have been behind Verstappen, and potentially he would have been behind the 3rd place one as well, because between Verstappen and the 3rd place, I can't remember what his name was, there were 3 other cars, and they're saying, so why did you just let the first lot go? Why did you let the second 3 go? So basically, number 3 would contest for 1st or 2nd.
Exactly.
But so basically, Mercedes appealed twice and they got rejected, and they were going to go to the Court of Arbitration. I don't know if they're going to have.
No, they said they're not going to do that more. It's going to allow it.
I think is wrong. I think they should have done it. I think Verstappen, while I think he was a solid racer throughout
the thing, it's not his fault. He did. I don't blame. Like it's not his fault. He didn't make the rules in it. So I don't blame him at all. But the powers that be knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. 100%.
It's for me. Look, like this is the biggest thing for me. Like, is afterwards we say like you want us to race. When you listen to the interview with Bernie Ecclestone said stuff like this. He says, "Okay, guys, a new face has won."
Exactly.
He hasn't said a new driver has won.
Exactly.
He hasn't said a new race or nothing. He said a new face. He then said, also, I didn't want Hamilton to win an 8th one. He said, why?
Why?
He said, because Michael Schumacher has got 7 and he's the most decorated. And if Hamilton was to beat that, then Michael Schumacher wouldn't be that anymore.
So what?
The guy said, yeah, but records are there to be broken.
Exactly.
The guy said, is it? Bernie said, we'll see. I bet you Lewis Hamilton doesn't win another bloody thing again.
Trust me. They can't let a black man be the best ever in Formula 1. Hell to the motherfucking no.
Ever since Hamilton started doing stuff like with the whole Black Lives Matter and all of that kind of stuff, they've been looking at him sideways. And I think it's out of order, to be honest. Like, even the fact that, can you imagine, yeah? What Hamilton did, yeah, he made this one of the best Formula Ones, yeah, years. Do you know that they didn't even put him up for Sports Personality of the Year?
Yeah.
Hamilton came back. He made a massive comeback.
And I think, yeah, it's a little bit like, come on, man.
It's a bit strange especially in like Hamilton winning so much awards of 7 titles, and the UK media doesn't really pay as much attention, or the nation pay much attention to it. A lot of people were actually happy from what I look at my Twitter, I look at my Facebook and stuff like. People are saying, yeah, I hate Hamilton. He, he's this, he's that, and I was like, raw. But this guy would have won a title for the country,
Who's that guy that was Hamilton's teammate before that won a world champion?
But no,
the German one. Was he German or?
One beginning with V.
Yeah, I think it's V. But he was one. I think he was on Sky, whatever, as a commentator. But he was grinning like a Cheshire cat, bro. He was so happy that Hamilton lost. Because he used to be Hamilton's teammate.
All the time they used to challenge each other all the time.
Yeah.
Fernando Alonso. Was that Alonso?
No.
They had Alonso was his teammate, and so was Nico Rosberg.
That's it.
Rosberg.
And they had
That's it.
Rosberg.
Yeah, that's it. He was grinning like a Cheshire cat. He was so happy that Hamilton lost.
He was the one that won
that
year when they were both for the same. They were both from McLaren. I think they both went from McLaren to Mercedes. But they both had the exact same car. And that was when it was between the two teammates as opposed to another car. Yeah. And they both had a very good car.
They hated each other. They hated each other.
Yeah. Because even to be honest, I was upset with my man this year, bro. With Bottas. Bro, your car is sick, bro. Why are you driving like that, man? Like you ain't even trying to help.
Yeah. But this is what P-Money said. P-Money said they had to use teammate tactics to qualify quicker than you. They had to use teammates to pass you, and they had to use FIA BS decisions to beat you. You're still the greatest. That's all these tactics. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They need the whole team, the whole Formula One. You know what I mean? To beat him.
And that's what it was. That's what happened.
Exactly, man. So like, take heart, Hammers. Take heart, man. You're still the best.
It's hard to digest though, as like as fans, us watching. You're thinking, wow, this is cheating. There's no way. I know I'm not into Formula One, but imagine the person who's actually driving the car, Lewis, how he must be feeling. Like
his dad helped him. I'm not gonna lie. His dad, the conversations he had with his dad, he made him say, you know what? Hamilton then came out the most professional ever. I've never seen something like that. Like, because I could see he was fuming, but he never showed nothing.
But all right, so Nate, devil's advocate here. Technically, did they do anything wrong in what they done? Technically,
yes, because of they changed the rules halfway through. So more about my biggest thing was it's not about all right. Throw the race card away. Okay. Throw the I wanted to win out of the way. The fact that you allowed 4 or 5 cars to go past and not the remainder 3 cars is my biggest issue. Because, and then you said I wanted them to race. If this was race 1 and we're in Melbourne, Australia, you don't do this. Hamilton wins it. Yeah, you say the safety car's out, give Hamilton the victory. If this is race 12, you give him the victory. Even if this was last week, and you was in Dubai, you give him the victory. Unless you tell them you're going to change the rules for them from the beginning of the race, that's when I don't like it. You can't just literally. Okay, imagine where me and you're playing football. Yeah, we're playing goal to goal. Or whatever. We're playing a match. Yeah, my team versus your team. My team is winning 10-0. Yeah, your team is now attacking, and then Richard said, "Last goal wins."
Yeah.
And you're got the ball, and you are bearing down on my keeper.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? What do you mean? That's what it means.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's a liberty.
No, it's a piss take.
No, it's definitely a piss take. Definitely. And this is why I said afterwards, I said that Hamilton has to next year go and win it.
I genuinely hope that he does. If he doesn't get to win this next year, then I'm gonna just say Formula One is a pile of shit, bro. Because then I think, but Hamilton has been the most consistent, bro. Like every season he's been up there.
Every season.
Even when he doesn't win it, he's almost
there. He's there and thereabouts.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. That's Formula One. Like I said, the fallout is nothing's going to happen of it. We'll just get back to it next year. I think it slightly tainted it, and Max, he's a very aggressive driver. Max is a very aggressive driver.
I've been hearing this, yeah.
So much so that it's almost a little bit like, no, it's too much.
Yeah, it'll take your life, right? Take your life.
And while I don't mind you driving hard thing, when you're driving at those kind of speeds, be careful. Get me, like those barriers, you'll lick it in the barriers, bro. You just gotta take it easier, bro, because he's a man that will run you off the road. Talk about he's driving hard. Even now they're saying Lewis Hamilton's too nice to beat arrogant Max Verstappen. Yeah. So that was the Formula One. All right. Merv, you still with us?
Still here, man. Still here.
All right, excellent.
Merv! My brother.
Yeah, let's get on some films and TV, guys. All right. This episode 121. The title of the episode is So What? We just make it up as we go along now. Which brings me to Power Book 2 Ghost, Series 2, Episode 4. Right? Getting these ends. All right, guys. What did you lot think of this Power episode?
Enjoyed it. You guys come with some negative soap talking nonsense.
I can't even remember what happened there.
Like, do you know what?
We called it. No, the funny thing is we called it from the get-go. That was his dad. We said it ages ago.
I didn't see the thing is.
No, whoa.
We got there very fast. We got there very fast.
We got there very fast, and we still. And even when he said it, doesn't really even know what he said. Bro. Like as in, who's that?
We called it from the get-go. That guy. What's his name? Is Kane.
No, that's not what they were speaking about.
No,
that's what they were speaking about, bro. They were speaking about Zeke.
Oh, Zeke.
Yeah. Zeke, mate.
And they're saying that Monet is Zeke's mum as well, bro. It's not her auntie. It's not auntie.
That's why she's so protective
You
over
know,
women.
that's what. You know what? That's why I haven't been paying attention. Honestly, when it's on you, I don't pay attention. Honestly, I just catch little bits. I'm like, oh, okay. This proves it. I'm not really paying attention.
Yeah. So it's apparently supposed to be Zeke's mum and dad.
See, but the thing is, it can. I understand why Kel can say. I know why you said Kane, but you got to remember. But don't forget, Monet doesn't know that he knows Kane. So it would have had to be speaking about Zeke. Because at first I was thinking, did they mean Kane? But I thought, no, it has to be in Zeke because Monet doesn't know that Kane knows that guy.
Apparently, it's Zeke's mum and dad, right?
Do you know what? But again, it makes sense why she's so protective, and he was the get out clause in the sense of getting everyone out of the drug world and being successful.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason I don't like power to me is like a series of sunset music.
No, it's not. I think
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying before, remember?
No, bro,
you're overreacting.
We are just plucking random stories out of the air, bro. And we're just making it fit together.
What's a random story? You think that's a random story?
Okay, you've got my man.
You think Cat Slater?
You got what's his name? Braden? What's his name?
The Braden thing is too dumb. That one is
No, he walked into the jewelry shop barefaced.
Yeah, I know that.
Barefaced, not masked up, not nothing. Flashed the black card, the man let him in, about to shoot the jewelry. Oh, I like this to the dirt. Kane walks in, all of a sudden, he shoots 2 cameras, they commit the robbery. They don't kill my man, they knock him out with the gun, they come back him. So what? He's gonna wake up and not remember that it was you that robbed him.
I suppose like he's got his parents or his family are important in the whole on it.
Yeah. Remember, and he walked in barefaced.
and it's not like
they shot up his car. You remember they shot up his car the other day.
Don't forget, they shot the cameras. What about the cassette tapes?
That's what I'm saying. There was no let me go get the DVD. When he did the first move with Kane, the other guy put bullets in his car. How is he going to explain that?
Yeah.
This is not Terminator when the car's going to repair itself or whatever, bruv. Like, there are holes in the car.
I know. I
We
was
spoke
like,
about it before. Tariq gets everywhere on foot, fam. No one gives Tariq a lift anywhere, but he will meet you wherever it is on foot.
Basically, he literally goes to the next stage, isn't it? The next set of the build of the
on
of
foot,
the studio.
Last week he even made a joke and he said, no one even gives me a lift.
Yeah, he did say that.
He is on foot like a soldier. Yeah. No matter what side of the city you want to get to, he will get there on foot.
The one time that his girl gave him a lift, I remember. He asked his girl to give him a lift.
Yeah. I think he had to go to another county. Every time.
Can he even drive? Can he even drive?
No one knows, bro.
Oh.
No one knows.
It's quite shocking, actually.
Yeah. I just think it's getting a little bit. You've got what's the sister? What's the Monet's daughter called?
Diana, yeah.
Diana gonna be a lesbian now? I saw the way her and Michael were looking at each other. They're just doing up robbing spree.
Well, boy.
They're going into shops and doing robberies.
Yeah, I know.
Too much now.
Yeah, but
this is too much now.
But that teacher lady, she's going like
she needs to go. She needs to go.
Series 1, she was prestige, yeah. Series 1, she was prestige, yeah. You remember that, yeah? Series 1 was like, okay, prestige. You're a big lecturer trying to get. Hold on. Now everyone and their dog has run through you. I don't understand. Method man's run through you. The white police officers run through you. You had Zeke running through you. You had Jabari running through
Meth
you.
run through you.
Like, what's going on?
Told you how she was, man.
No, man. Look,
she's
for
no
me,
good.
It's getting too much now. It's getting a little bit too much. I want a little bit more realistic now. Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of realism, please, man. Please.
What else happened in there?
Obviously, Kane's trying to set up Brendan now, isn't it?
No, Tariq. Try to Tariq.
Oh, sorry, Tariq.
Because he put the gun in the drawer. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Again, the badge.
The badge.
Also,
I'll say the badge. Yeah, sorry.
Why are you trying to set up Tariq? It doesn't make sense.
That whole digging up the body and all that kind of stuff.
I think he's jealous of Tariq, innit? I think he's jealous.
Once Tariq goes away, for example, if Tariq goes away, you don't become more popular. Do you get me? That you can't run the drug thing on the college thing. Oh, how did we forget? My girl gets busted with the drugs in her thing because one of her stupid girlfriends puts it in there. And then they say to her, okay, we want you to be a snitch now. We're going to put a bug in your watch.
Oh, yeah.
That was, you got a Rolex now. It's like, really?
Oh, they've given you a Rollie as a bug. But I don't know how much this police force's budget is, but it's just, they're moving crazy.
I
don't get me wrong. Again, I know I'm saying this, like I still watch I still watch every Sunday, but it's moving mad.
The last episode there was too much things happening, and you think you need to calm down.
Monet just winds me up, man.
Yeah,
I like Mary Jane, like respect to Mary Jane, but it's there's no she's just acting all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, 1 minute she's so extreme, like there's never in between. She doesn't seem like a mother to me. This doesn't seem like she's got this nice house, she's cooking for her children and all that, but she doesn't actually seem like a real person. Do you know what I mean?
Even when at the start where she had that guy on the floor.
Oh, you took the money from the safe.
Yeah.
You took the money from the safe. What? You didn't talk. Boom.
Yeah, nice. and then the next minute is like, I'm just trying to be an independent woman. Like, thinking, who do you want to be in it? Is this road woman or just like there's no in between about her, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also,
so
Davis McLean wants $1 million to represent him. I don't understand. $1 million. These men are moving brazen. $1 million.
And now he's acting has become very power like the Rashad and all that, like just very slimy, sleazy.
Yeah.
£1 million, bro. How? If I give you £1 million, you need me to bust case tomorrow, and I need to let you know that I've done it. I need to tell you I'm guilty.
Like OJ levels, OJ levels, man.
That's you got to have the evidence there. You see, there's a camera of me showing that I do it. And somehow you got to try and tell me it wasn't me. You've got to shaggy it and say it wasn't him.
It wasn't me.
1 million. Guys, love it, man.
And then
in interview, did Zeke do anything that made you think he was guilty? Because he didn't answer the question. Does that make you guilty?
Well, go and hand yourself in. Get out of here. I'm not handing myself into nobody. Yeah, it's nonsense. It's nonsense.
Okay. See, look, all of us are cussing it, but I don't...
No. I'm not cussing it. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
It was the fact that Richard is switched. Richard was like, yeah, nonsense. And then as he was saying it, he was like, shit, I'm saying the wrong thing.
No,
that's not nonsense, but you know.
I'm just recapping and I'm thinking, oh my God, yeah, this is awful. This is awful. Oh my God. This episode wasn't the greatest, but there's a lot of stuff happening. I just like the money missing from the safe. It's like, Dana, you're not going to tell your mum you took the money.
Oh yeah.
Is she mad or something? Anyway,
I just want the money to give it to Thingy because he wants to get her dad up.
Yeah, but so your mum's going around hunting people. The money's gone, and what? You're not going to say nothing. You're just going to hold your mouth. Anyway.
How is Monet just lipsing up Dante? I don't understand. All of it's too much. It's just too much.
That was the fakest lipsing as well.
The man, you know, the bald head guy.
Zeke's dad.
His name's not Dante, is it? I swear it's like beginning with M.
I think that's his surname.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
But even that, I just think it's
that was the fakest lips ever.
Mecca's his nickname, or Mecca's his role.
Oh, that's it, Mecca, yeah. Oh, wait, how?
I just think they're all trying to play off each other. That's why I think it's weird. Like if all of you had stopped and just spoke to each other, this would be plain sailing.
No one's in unison. No one. Like you said, they're all out to get each other. All of them. Every single one of them get out to get each other. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
too much. Even Tariq's girls now trying to get like, it's just too much. It's just too much.
You got a why? You're not going to say to your man, babes, they've given me a why. Like, what do I do?
You know what I'm saying?
Councilman Tate is now an actual lecturer. Like before, he was just like a guess. He's now an actual lecturer.
I still need to go to school for that.
Yeah. His brother's now top detective. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Don't orcs, bruv. And then you've got Sacks just out here trying to sex people.
Man's got his six-pack, his arms all pumping. So yeah, I'm that guy now.
And every so often get cheeks out, bro. That's what it is.
So I can have those scenes. I can have them. You know them ones.
Yeah, there's no more Tommy Egan. There's no more Mr. Ghost. It's me now. I'm the sex symbol. Boy. But I know we just ripped Power, but yeah, that's Power. They're just making up as they go along. But I'm still here for it, obviously. I'll still watch it. I watch Sunset Beach every week, innit?
Standard. We
watched EastEnders for years. I don't mind, but just call it a soap now, innit?
Yeah.
No, it's not a soap.
It's a soap.
However, I'm back to watching EastEnders. Christmas
just in time for Christmas. I told you.
Yeah.
2 weeks before Christmas, they start with EastEnders. Just so on the Christmas one, you know a little bit that happens.
I'd say Christmas is coming like Game of Thrones.
Who's gonna die this year, Rich?
Bruv, Chelsea. You know,
Black Girl, is she back?
Yeah, she's back, but a different character. The character, she was one of the shows that we used to watch. I can't remember. Yeah, she's gonna die on Christmas Day. But she's getting married to Gray. Gray killed Kush. Gray killed his ex-wife and Tina.
Well,
anyway,
okay, and you asked me why I say that Power is not like a soap.
Listen,
you tried to tell me in one square, this is one square. All of these murders are just ripping off. Come on, none of you would ever live in that square.
No.
Proper true. And why do you want to get married on Christmas Day? I just don't understand why they continue to do it. Either you're getting shot or you die. One of the two.
I won't be watching EastEnders this Christmas.
No. Honestly, I had to I said to myself, it's Monday. I had to start watching it. Yeah, and I just power through it, mate. Bring on Christmas Day. And it's a 9:40, by the way, 9:40.
Christmas. Hey, there are 2 episodes.
No, it's for hour and something minutes. There's no one like at 6 o'clock or anything like that. It's straight.
Maybe that's 6.
Has the crossover happened yet?
Yeah, that happened.
What? When did it happen?
When it happened? I didn't even know it happens, bro. I don't know when it happens.
No, it's just different episodes. It was it happened. You know when the whole
we know what's supposed to happen, but I don't know when it happened.
Yeah, I didn't know it happened. I thought.
And you failed to mention this, like
exactly.
That should have been pod news, mate.
No, we spoke about it and it was happening and it happened.
They're talking about Aubameyang. Anyway, yeah, go on.
Don't give I put an onion out, yeah.
Ooh, my G. I respect that. All right, cool. Let's go on to another series on Disney Plus, Hawkeye episode 4, which was titled Partners, Am I Right? And Clint and Kate's partnership is kind of getting off to a kind of bit of a start, and it's getting a little bit more exciting.
Yeah. Can I just say something, please? Like, in my absence last week, yeah, you guys failed to boost this episode 3 up, man. Like, I'm all there doing the edit and I'm thinking, right, this is only a minute conversation, you know? Like, how bloody dare you? How bloody dare you? Anyway, couldn't even get bloody Maya's name right. Echo, like AK Echo. Jeez, where? Anyway.
No, go ahead.
Talk.
As Nate said, the relationship between Hawkeye and Kate is getting there, to developing, isn't it? Like, you know, obviously there's 2 more episodes. So
is that it?
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
6 episodes, but yeah, obviously we're seeing a side to like no, that was last week actually, isn't it? Like more of the human side of Hawkeye, like his vulnerabilities when he lost his hearing aid and all that stuff. But yeah, and what else happened there? What's the dad's name again? The stepdad.
Oh shit, what's his name?
Yeah. I'm already telling you guys off, I'm not even remember his name.
No worries, okay, his name, don't worry.
Look at this guy.
The moustache, the moustache, innit?
No,
yeah, the
no, that's sufficient.
It's like, hold on. So you're not allowed to get names wrong, but you could get names wrong. Yeah,
well, like, but to be fair, like he ain't that much as important as like,
yes, he is.
As
yes,
Maya
he
was,
is.
innit? As Maya was. Like,
Just know he called him moustache.
Yeah. But I think
Jack.
Oh yeah, that's it, Jack. Yeah. Oh, it's basic. So like kind of in that sense of like, is he a villain or is he not, or is he just like a really low level villain, but he's not really responsible for a lot of things happening?
He's pulling strings somewhere. Trust me, it'll come out. He's pulling strings. He's definitely pulling strings. Yeah. And
also, I was quite surprised that Kate, how Hawkeye just told Kate about, well, she kind of sussed that he was Ronin. I thought that was going to work out a lot differently there. Like, I thought it was going to be one of these ones where, oh, you're a bad guy, you was a bad guy, you've done all these bad things, but she kind of like, you know, just, all right, no, that's all right, cool, let's move on, sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But obviously the highlight of the episode was Yelena.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't even realize at the time when they were fighting.
Yeah.
I thought, who is this? And then when they pulled off the thing, I said, oh.
But see, I don't know if you may remember, but because I was saying that I thought Hawkeye would be about her and Hawkeye, because I remember at the end of the film,
and they gave
Black Widow, they were still saying, oh, this is the guy that killed your sister, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? So like, I thought this Hawkeye series would be about them two beefing it out. But now she's coming into it a bit late in the show, but yeah.
I reckon they're just going to have some sort of team up, like between Yelena, Hawkeye, and Kate, and Maya as well. Echo.
Helena. So who's that?
Yelena's
Black Widow's
sister.
Yeah, Black Widow's sister. Okay. Yeah. So So
Yelena's the new Black Widow. Isn't it?
Yeah, she's a new Black Widow. Basically.
She's a new Black Widow.
Yeah.
So as Kate Bishop's the new Hawkeye. Well.
Yeah. So I think they're kind of all setting up the new Avengers, basically, aren't they?
Yeah. Now, don't you think Hawkeye gets batted up a bit too much. Like Hawkeye, you're meant to be that guy. Like you're meant to be on Black. You and Black Widow are levels when it comes to combat.
They're not though. That's the thing.
They're meant to be levels though. They are.
Nah,
Black Widow and Hawkeye are
differently. She's trained differently compared to him.
No, what I'm trying to say is Hawkeye in these fights, he gets batted up, you know. I'm like, Hawkeye, bruv, come on, you're Avenger.
Yeah, but but he's by himself. Unless he's Ronin, yeah, in which case he's got the sword, he's doing the madness, yeah. Hawkeye, as Hawkeye, I think he always slightly got batted up.
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, earlier Avengers, he used to get batted up.
And don't forget, he got possessed early as well, isn't it?
That's even in Avengers, the first film, you kind of got batted up. He made a joke about it in Age of Ultron that he's just like a guy with a bow and arrow. So he's kind of deemed to be the weakest Avenger, isn't it? Like without actually saying I'm the weakest Avenger, and he's only human at the end of the day. Like and that obviously shows.
But when him and Black Widow were scuffing and fighting, it's a fight. But like, no, she doesn't have him up. You know what I mean?
She did actually. Even like,
no, she didn't have him up.
What in are you talking about this episode, or are you just talking about the Avengers when Hawkeye and
talking about Captain America versus
Endgame?
No, are you talking about Civil War?
No, not Civil War. You know, in the first Avengers when he was under the mind control.
Yeah.
And yeah, she fixed him, innit?
Nah, it was a fight. It was a fight.
They're fighting, but he's still been fighting in this though. He's been having.
Yeah, but these are the street thugs though. They're the street thugs. You get me?
But he's still like, look.
But how can you let that what's her name? The
Tracksuit Mafia. Oh no.
Yeah.
Elena.
Elena just bad him up like she's just bad.
But she's trained in it. She's one of the widows, man.
She's not trained. She's not trained like Hawkeye. No, she's not. She's mad young. You're not trained like Hawkeye, bro. Don't try it.
Have you not seen Hannah, bro? The younger they are, man.
Hannah, are you watching season 3?
I'm not started yet, but I will.
All right, cool. Anyway, Hannah's got abilities though. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
She's got mild abilities, but
I swear they've done something to the widows as well. They've done some sort of. No. This is going on forever. Let's just say I win. No, but I like that, innit? You know, I get what you're saying, innit? Because obviously he's one of the main 6, and basically he should just be fixing people, innit?
Yeah.
But I think there's part of his development as a character that he looks tired. He's older, obviously. Like he's one of the last. Yeah, he's one of the remaining few of the 6, and he's getting older. And I think they're really focusing on that, but he's not down and out yet. Do you know what I mean? And forgot to mention that bloody Hank Pym arrow last week as well, man.
That was good. That arrow was last week was good.
The Hank Pym arrow, innit, when it just grew massive.
Oh, massive, like, sick. All right, Merv. Yeah, we missed out a few. Missed out a few things.
Merv, 100. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I was listening to banging my fist like.
No, you know what it is? You see what the 100 thing is, yeah? The problem is that, again, it's one of those ones, because it comes out on a Wednesday.
You forget.
By the time it comes around, it's like literally we'd have to watch it. We'd have to watch it.
You remember, like, Black, Hawkeye, and that girl, yeah. That's what it was. Yes, it's out next Wednesday.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know what it was? You see,
it's Richard's fault, man. It's Richard's fault. He hates it, innit?
Bro, he hates it.
You know what?
You know what it was as well, yeah? It sounds so bad, yeah. Last week when you chose the "You Don't Know Me" like picture, yeah, I was thinking, oh Merv, you chose the wrong picture. We spoke in about 45 seconds.
Well, I was gonna put a blank screen. I was gonna put black because I was struggling. I was good.
I know we spoke about
I need to put something out there that's trending a bit. At least it's trending, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, because we didn't speak about that properly. But yeah, Hawkeye got 2 more episodes.
It's getting better. For me, it's getting better. It's getting better. Definitely. Yeah.
So let's see. He's got 2 more episodes. Obviously,
Rich, no?
He's going to. I want him to get to his family for Christmas, bro. That's what I want.
He will do, man. Come on, this is a Christmas type movie sort of thing.
I want him to get back for Christmas.
Can we just big up that actor that plays Maya though? Like, I probably didn't know she was she's really deaf as well, isn't it? and she's also got amputated leg as well.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And I think this is her first. I think this is her first role. You know, like on screen role. So
okay, cool.
Smashed it.
Shout her out.
Yeah.
A lack of Cox. Yeah, she's
yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Good for her, man. She's also there's also so she's gonna have the spin-off show Echo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. Why just either say Maya or Echo? One of them, pick one, innit?
See, now that makes a little bit more sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like the team up, like sort of like because she's supposed
because she's actually got her own show.
Yeah.
So Echo is gonna have their own show. Okay.
Look at Rich look at him regretting his judgments. Look at him.
Go on Disney Plus with your bad self. All right, cool. Nah, that's sick. Hawkeye. All right. Yeah, got 2 more episodes. Let's see how that goes. The next episode is being released on the 15th of December. All right, guys. We spoke briefly about Money Heist, but at the time, Brother Kel had only watched up to episode 9. You watched the final episode now?
Yeah, man. Fully up to date, man. Fully up to date.
All right, let's on a brief one. What are we saying, Money Heist, season 5, part 2?
Do you know I've been trying to? I mean, that's it, man. I love that song, and I still don't know the words. Like I have to actually learn Spanish to actually sing it properly. But
it's Italian, but yeah.
Shame.
Is it Italian?
Yeah, the song's Italian. Yeah, the song's Italian. Yeah.
I should have liked it, man. Yeah.
So what are we thinking? Season 5. Are we happy with the ending? Are we happy with Money Heist as a whole, bro? As a whole.
Do you know what? Obviously, I've just watched the whole thing recently, and I really didn't know how on earth they got to season 5. And
it wasn't meant to. It wasn't meant to.
No, because it was only
2 seasons. I think it was. It was only 2 seasons, but then because it later on, the whole world caught up. We're like, nah, we need more. That's why they forced 3 more seasons.
I thought so. How are they just gonna do one heist and that's it? But the fact that they had it's a 2-year gap in it between I thought this is amazing, man. Like I thought with all that ensemble of characters as well, like everyone had a good chunk of story. Do you know what I mean? Like you cared about everyone. The deaths were actually shocking as well, because I didn't expect anyone to, like, maybe 1 or 2 people throughout the whole 5 seasons. But yeah, some main players died, man. I was shocked. Very shocked.
Who didn't like Tokyo? It was you, innit?
No.
Yeah, but Merv didn't like Tokyo.
Yeah, man. I love Tokyo, man.
I kind of liked her, the last redeeming thing, like Harry, but other than that, she just annoyed me, innit? But I did like her in the end.
For me, isn't that a good thing?
Well, that I didn't like her.
No, that you can actually, the TV show has changed it so much so that you actually now feel for a character you never used to.
Yeah. And the thing is, it was because I didn't know it as well, because she was the narrator as well. And I thought it's weird that she's narrating, but her character's just also a bit like, I don't think you should be narrating. I think, like, if anything, I think I don't know. I'm trying to think of one of the characters that could have narrated it. I can't even think. But it was a good choice making her the narrator. Also with her dying as well. Like I thought, I know she only died like 5 episodes before the end, but still, like, it was good, man.
Even Sarah, like at first I hated her.
Who?
Yeah, the police officer.
Oh yeah.
Hated her. But afterwards, I thought she's sick. Like she. And that's what it was. It was the fact that, for me, that what this showed, it wasn't about right or wrong. It wasn't about baddies and goodies. This was like us against
the system.
The system.
Yeah.
And like, even those police officers, when they changed, they then said, actually, this system is messed up. And they too were trying to fight the system.
Yeah.
The professor, for me, again, it's very tough call between him and someone like Michael Schofield, who is the sickest, like brain.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah.
He's something else.
How can you convince the whole bank just to keep the fake gold sitting there? Just convince them, like, listen, no one will know. It's true, because no one uses gold. What are you going to use gold for? No one's going to use it.
Your gold is just your reserves. Your gold is
just keep it there.
It's there if that's for us to be able to barter and banter.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Look, you can look in the thing. We've got kilograms of gold. That's what we're using.
Exactly.
If I default on my payments, come and get the gold. I know I will never default on my payments.
But what are they going to do with all that gold, though, do you think? Like, what are they going to do with that? Do you know what I mean?
Who knows where melt it? Exchange it. So, no.
Who knows? They're going to live life.
And if he was split with his nephew, I wouldn't. I'll slap him up, bro.
Like, just give some of his nephew.
Bro, he'll get some fully belt licks in his head. Fully.
Why did you do that?
How dare you?
Do you know what? It reminded me of a very, very super long episode of Ocean's 11. Because you know, like whenever you think, but again, Ocean's 11 is one of those things that seem flawless because no one actually really died in it, did they? Like when you think they're actually in that critical stage, they just end up thinking that. But obviously, we had casualties in this, and part of me strangely thought, okay, no, they're not really dead. They're going to come back. And it's like, no, like I thought, is Nairobi going to come back? No. Tokyo, I thinking, oh, she must have been blown to bits, man. Like, so there's no way she's coming back. But yeah, but I did like the way though, because they kept doing flashbacks. They were just in it all the time anyway. Like Berlin, like I thought,
Berlin was basically a main character for the
yeah.
And like I said, for me, I wanted to be called capital city.
Again?
I wanted to be called a capital city.
I was thinking that, and I think what
I'm Kingston. Kingston. I'm Kingston.
Let's call me Castries, mate. Oi.
Come on, everyone.
Accra.
Tell me what your city. Okay, I'm Kingston. Kel, you're Accra. Rich.
Which is tinted. So that's all right.
It's delightful. It's peaceful.
Man, it's cool.
Bro, who are you, bro?
Castries.
That's what I'm saying. This is what it is, bro. I think I just wanted to be a capital city, bro. Yeah, I think it's like I said, for me, I fully embrace it and I'm fully here for it. And I told you that I can't wait till next year to watch it all again.
Well, and I love the end. The ending gave me Endgame vibes, innit? Like they just done that whole cast figure. Like, thinking, oh, this is like, I feel satisfied with this, man. We don't need another six. We don't need spin-offs. Just leave it as it is, innit?
And what made me laugh is like the last 2 seasons, they tried to diverse the cast a little bit. So you see some black guy in the back of the crew, like, exactly. You don't notice him. There's the one black guy was one of the workers.
You got to remember, and for me, as a Spanish TV program, it's absolutely amazing. Because remember, this wasn't made for Netflix. This was a Spanish TV program that was just there. Netflix picked it up. All right, Netflix probably pumped a lot of money into the series 3, 4, and 5. But actually, it was just originally a TV show that was on their own thing.
Yeah.
And that's why, for me, a lot of the cast, the same Spanish ones from like Vis-a-Vis, which is locked up. Yeah. So, for example, there's a few of them. A few of them that are in this are in Vis-a-Vis. Yeah, like the same kind of actors. And I just like, I'm fully for it. Like, I'm like, it's Spanish TV. They're making some good series. If Spanish, there's some next ones. I don't mind listening to Spanish and reading English subtitles again if they can produce another series of this kind of quality.
Yeah. It's so deep when because I watched it both in English dub and Spanish dub sometimes. I'm like, wow, man, this is actually what you all sound like. And it was hard to go back to English dub, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was amazing show, man. Big up the producer of Money Heist.
The writers, man. Big up
writers,
the writers,
everything,
man.
everything. Everything. And that song, like I said, for me, that song was a big, massive song, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Italian song. Now I know it as. I might even go listen to it, to be fair. I might even listen to it sometime. Before I go to bed, I might find it. Must be on Netflix. Bella Ciao, I think it is.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. We briefly spoke about You Don't Know Me last week.
You Don't Know Me.
And we spoke about You Don't Know Me, and at the time we'd only really watched episode 1 properly. I think some of us have watched 2, and some of us have obviously watched 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Again, you would almost think that like the reason why I gave this title is because like I really knew what the shows were and I looked at the theme. But again, we are just making this up as we go along. What did we think of this series, guys?
I didn't really like it, man.
No, you crystallized it. You know, that's exactly like the first episode proper grip engaged me in it. I thought, yeah, how I like you know me, I like a court thing in it, and it's like, all right, they're telling the story. I just want to know how you got from here to here, like, and I was engaged with it, and I thought, there's some foolishness that's happening now. Like, I know it's fiction. We're supposed to have fun with it. Let's not take it too seriously, but there's just some like the most of the things that happened in the last 2 episodes just didn't need to happen at all. If you just made certain decisions, and I don't understand why. What's his name? JC. That's it. JC, isn't it?
Yeah, JC.
Yeah, like
Call me JC.
The guy had 9 lives. The man was 9 lives Dre, bro.
He was Dre from Power, bro. Man got shot, put in a dumpster, and still lived. And he's just moving like nothing happened. The guy was at the beginning of a drive-by. He got away with it.
And the drive-by, they had like proper guns, like machine guns. And he was just standing there like, I'm JC. And no one bullet hit him. Not one gun hit him.
The aim was worse than stormtroopers, man.
It was bad.
The Star Wars reference.
I got it.
Yeah, okay.
Also, shout out the fact that thing is coming out. Bobo is coming out after Christmas.
I called it Bobo.
It's not Bobo, is it?
No, it's not. It's Boba Fett. All right, cool. It's Boba Fett.
Nate tried to be cool, you know. Like, I'm down with the Star Wars.
You mother schluckers. Yes, all right. Anyway, we was talking about You Don't Know Me. All right. Yeah, for me, it just went. Don't get me wrong, look, okay, nothing against the cast, nothing against the storyline, but not against the storyline, against the whole thing. It was like, but for me, it was just a little bit far-fetched. Like, I just didn't understand. For me, the whole story in court was going from bad to worse. Like, it was going from bad to worse. We admitted that we shot him. We admitted that he sold drugs. We admitted that we stole. For me, I lost it. What are you talking about?
I think that's what I'm saying. And even when he went to go and get what's the girl's name again? Casey, or I don't know, not Casey, but when he went to go and get his girlfriend from Camden, and he shot the guy, and he shot the pimp, and run him over as well. And it's like, all right, from that bit there, shouldn't you just go to? Like, I don't get it, innit?
That's life imprisonment right there.
Even if you didn't kill JC, it's like you've done some bad things.
You incriminate yourself fully in this.
No, but that's obviously that was the whole point.
I know, but it's weird. It was like, what? I think this series was just trying to be too clever, and it's like, what is it that you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, thank you. They tried to be too clever, but it's not really. It's stupid.
Because you just turned like, all right, he's saying that, he stepped out of this life. He wasn't. Well, he never has been in that life. To be fair, he made sure that he just done good and stuff. But it's like, well, okay, that was then, but now you've become a felon, basically.
You are a road man. You are a road man, bro. You are opt, bro. You've got opt, bro.
Yeah.
But if you actually shot drugs and shot someone, you're a road man.
Yeah. Remember, he took drugs as well, you know.
Yeah.
There you go. He's been a fiend as well. Listen.
To be fair, some of the decisions he was doing was just so stupid. It's like, what are you doing?
The whole thing was stupid.
No, I think you guys are a bit harsh. I think, yes, there was some flaws.
Bro,
that's why he was laughing earlier, because they
got more flaws than Canary Wharf, bro. This is ridiculous. Like, and I watched the show. Like, yeah, I enjoyed the show, but I mean, this is silly.
I can't lie though. The man deserves an Oscar for when he left his workplace, bro. Like, he just saw a man coming for him. It's like, I'm sorry. Like, that's the most real talk from I've ever seen, Like,
the girl said,
"Oh yeah."
So what? So what's the APR?
I'm sorry. And you ain't probably do that as well. I'm sorry. Just run, bro. Never come back. Oh gosh, that was funny.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the gangs were a little bit suspect. Like, Jordan was like, and also, obviously, he spun the story to save his sister. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew she'd done it, I knew she'd done it from early.
So
I saw her get involved.
That surprised me, man.
Nah, it did surprise me.
I had a feeling.
To be honest, would the sister not have just got away with it in the first place? Because the sister literally was doing this for self-defense.
No.
Yeah, no, it wasn't her gun. The gun was just there. It's just, I don't know.
She picked it up. The guy was attacking my brother. The guy was trying to kill my brother.
Probably, but yeah, I don't know. The Lord, they could do anything they want. They could. Just,
and it was interesting, obviously, because obviously the ending is they showed both endings, so you don't actually know what happened.
Yeah, that was a bit stupid as well.
No, I like that. I like that.
Bro, he got life, bro. There's no way those jury. There's no way the jury would be like, yeah, he's innocent. No way. No way.
But
see, I'm surprised you like the ending, Rich. You always like things to be explained. You like
I know.
I'm shocked that you like the ending of that. I thought Rich is gonna. If anyone's gonna get angry about this ending, it would be Rich.
No, but do you know what? It took me on a roller coaster. Whereas I only knew it was 4 episodes, and it kept me there. I think it went for 1 episode too long. But the ending was like, I was like, oh, so he is guilty then. Then I was like, oh, hold on, he's not. Like, what is it? But I was satisfied. I didn't want no more.
Well, it should have been 2 episodes when I think about it, or it should have just been a film. Should have been an hour and 36 minutes. That's it, bro.
I don't think I think it was right for it to be a series, because I think it's the way we're going with certain things. You could have been a 3-part series, or you could have put a little bit more meat on the bones.
That's what I'm saying, because it just felt. I felt the length of it in there. Was like it's just too dry. It was too.
The full Monty, yeah.
You might have to say pause again, you know.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It was. I haven't finished. I haven't finished. I could have gotten away with it as well, you know.
I hope you can't finish, my brother. You have to stop and do not pass go, my brother. Do not pass go. I understand it was a bit lengthy as a TV show. Hero, I don't know. For me, his decision making was weird, and for that alone, he should go to prison.
Right.
For that alone, because for me, there were so many things that are like, what are you talking about? Like, at any point you can stop, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Just stop.
I'm watching like, yeah. We doing, bro. We doing.
Like, that's not rational.
Yeah.
I feel once you got to Camden, you realised that your girl was there. You could have went and took your girl without having the need for guns. You wouldn't have need of anything. They went there as a pimp, like a guy who's just trying to buy someone. When she's in your car, drive off.
Exactly.
And what was so special about her, apart from the fact that she likes to read?
I didn't believe her room either, man. Thinking, that's a nitpick, isn't it? It's just a nitpick the way she just had her books on this broken shelf thing. Like, lies, I don't believe it.
She's broken, bruv.
No. They just tried to make it that. Nah.
But yeah, for me, again, like I said, just make up as you go along. It was a little bit disappointing. I think it was good to see Dwayne. I think it was good to see Bookie. I say Bookie, and her name probably not even Bookie on this, but for that alone, I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed seeing those lots. I mean,
Scorcher as well, isn't it?
Scorcher, I was sick seeing Scorcher as well. To be fair, Jamil's character, I've never seen him before in anything, and I think he did all right.
Yeah, I think he done, yeah.
And her name is Bookie, so I didn't get it right. Her name was Bless in the program. And Kurt, bruv, this big friendly giant, bruv, that came from nowhere, bruv.
Leave him alone.
Listen, the jollof eater. My guy.
It's okay. I will rob him. Huh? What are you talking about? Why are you two friends? Oh, because he stuck up for me that time. No, it was silly, man. It was silly.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
embarrassed.
Jamil, he listens to me. I tell him what to do. So in that scene, where did Face go, bro? In that final scene where they shot Jamil and they put him in the dumpster, where was Face?
That's a lay low, I suppose.
But no, but remember they were punching him up, and remember he was there with Jamil was there with the boss guy. Yeah. Jamil was talking like he's gonna die now. Like, where did he go?
Boy.
Wherever the script wanted him to go, isn't it?
That's it.
Just stand at the side and come back later in the next scene.
No, but yeah, like I said, especially for some unknown characters, because there's a few of them I had never met before. I'd never known them to be in anything. And it was a particularly, I think it was 95% of the cast was black. So, do you know what I mean? It was good. Shout them out. Do you know what I mean? I'm not, I don't hate it. I didn't hate it.
No, we're not hating, bro.
I didn't hate it.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest, bro.
And I think that I hope that it does
I think Merv hated it, boy.
It could have just been shorter. I felt exhausted watching it, to be fair.
I hope it does numbers when it gets international release on Netflix. Genuinely, I hope it does. I hope it does.
Guys just ripped the whole show apart.
No. You've also got to remember. Look, to me, this is a black show that's different from other black shows. So, it's about diversifying the portfolio. Like, get different things out there. You know what I mean? And for that case, I wasn't against it. There are things that I would have changed, but actually, it's good. And it was actually from a book. Yeah, it was from a book. So maybe in the book, it probably might transcend a little bit different than it did on the big screen.
The one thing I would say I did like, though, when they used the phrase waste man in it, and they just thought that he murdered him for that reason as well. I thought it's so amazing how, I guess in our culture or certain cultures, that word is just standard as saying the word and. People that don't know what it means will actually think it's some deep threat, you're a waste man. It's harmless. It's a harmless word, isn't it? So I did like that.
So he made sure he had to explain it, that
was some good
writing.
That's sick, man. All right. That was You Don't Know Me. All right, on a quick vibe, just a quick brief roundup of some of the other shows we've been looking at. Insecure. Merv?
Yeah.
That was episode 8 of the last series.
Yeah.
There's got 2 more episodes left.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about this episode, what I liked, is Mirror Girl is back. I don't know why I'm calling her Mirror Girl.
Yeah.
But the mirror version of Issa is back. And actually, I'm here for it. She's funny.
Yeah, what life could be, innit?
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah.
And this week, again, they almost did that whole flashback thing of what potentially could be.
Yeah.
What I'm not feeling is, I want to say this on camera, fuck Lawrence, bro. Allow it in it. I think if they try to bring Lawrence back in the last 2 episodes, they've made it too much like a soap. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone has to be happy.
Don't you want to see how? I think I think they deserve to be happy, both of them, Lawrence and Issa. Their relationship was just a bit.
But I think Lawrence and Issa are happy in their relationship now.
That's what I'm saying. But I want to see how Lawrence's relationship progresses with Condola.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't want them back together.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where they're gonna go.
Oh, you think? Nah. If they do, man, I'll probably deleting this whole existence from my mind. What a waste of
But like I said, again, you know what it is as well. You see black excellence on television, bro. So that's what, for me, it's amazing. You look at the cast, you look at the show. They're not gangbangers, they're not drug runners, they're just normal people that are successful in life. Well, and it's pleasure to see.
Yeah, Insecure always does an awkward moment with characters, and I think it's so hilarious. You know that woman that had the plant in her hand in their little festival they had. Just looking at her for ages, she's gonna kill me.
Bro, she came out.
That made me laugh so much, man.
She's like, thank you very much. She's like, huh? She's like, okay.
I don't know how they get those side characters to act that way.
Woman, she said, look, I was on my way to the bridge and I met you. I was like, no, we really need to sort this shit out. And it is. There are things that are funny.
Yeah.
It would always be funny. The relationship between the girls. I love the fact that the main characters are back together as opposed to being arcs.
Yeah.
I just think it's a well written. I think the music is always sick with Insecure. I'm
always shazamming something each episode, man.
Always go back and Google what was the track list of Insecure this episode. I think it's good. I think Insecure is very, very good, man. I'm here for the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Wheel of Time came out this week. All of you watch episode 6?
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, and it had what's her name in it? Sophie. I know I can't pronounce her surname. You know what I'm talking about.
What's Sophie been in?
She's been in. I know she does a voice.
Oh, you're talking about.
That is her name.
Sophie
Right?
Akin. Yes, yeah. I know who exactly you're talking about.
Okendo, yeah.
Yeah.
Okendo, yeah. So
she was back.
Yeah. I like seeing her and stuff, man. She's good.
Oh, I think she's amazing.
Yeah.
I think she's amazing. Turned out to be a bit of a thespian, but no, I think she's amazing.
Yeah. I did watch it, but
Sophie Okonedo, she's British. She's like 53 now. She's from London. She's
she's the queen of the whole.
Yeah. And she was the girl at the original when the beginning of the boat.
She was in that royal show, innit? That Bridgerton.
Is she Bridgerton?
Nah.
No, she's not.
No, she's not Bridgerton.
We all look alike, yeah. Safe.
I thought that's the guy's mum, innit? She looks like her, though.
Yeah. She was in His Dark Materials.
Yeah.
She was in Flack. I don't know if you watched Flack. You watched Flack, Merv, innit? Or maybe it was just me that watched it. Maybe it was me that watched Flack.
Yeah.
She was in Flack. She's been in loads of things.
Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah. She was in Hotel Rwanda. She was in Hellboy.
Modern Love.
Yeah. Skin. It's been loads of things, man.
Criminal. Yeah. Basically, she's been in a lot.
Yeah, I like her. Really like her. But yeah, it was good to see her.
Yeah.
And I think the series has a lot of potential for growth. There's tons of books. There's 100%. Tons of books.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's tons.
So it could become a Game of Thrones thing. It could become.
Yeah, there's like loads of books. Like I can't remember that, but there was like loads of books in the series.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I like it, man. I enjoy every episode. I look forward to watching it every week. No, it's really good, man. I properly enjoy it. You
can tell it's a good story. I think you have to give this 100% of your attention, though, because the minute you fall off, like
you know what I want to ask. So the red ones, they're the hunters, right?
I think so.
And then the blue ones are the searchers or whatever. But what are the green ones? What do they do? Do anyone know?
Gross stuff. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm tapping out where I don't know.
Again, for me, I'd have to read the books.
Yeah, I know that they have different factions, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd have to read the books. But at the moment, there is 14 books. Yeah, there's 14 books.
Well, we know it's good. It's good. That's
it's good.
And put it this way, one of the audio books for one of them is 40 hours and 31 minutes. The last audio book was 41 hours and 55 minutes.
Is that like good or bad?
That's a lengthy book.
Okay.
This is a lengthy book.
Yeah, clearly I don't read, but
that book is 356,906 words, bro. That is a lengthy book.
Wow.
That is a lengthy book. But yeah, and they've got some prologue books as well. So like they've got books before the main thing. So yeah, I'm hoping this potentially can grow and grow and grow. I think it's nice that all of the kids are back together.
Well,
apart from one, and to be honest, that one he's a lost youth. He's a lost youth, bro. The one who tried to steal the dagger in it. He's a lost youth, bro. He's a fake dragon.
I bet he'd be the dragon, though. You know, I bet he'll be the one. Trust me.
Yeah, he's a lost youth. I like the wolf guy.
Yeah,
I do like him. Pause. I like the character who is the wolf guy. Wheel of Time is good. You've been up to date with Dopesick?
Yeah, man. I'm loving the way that episode ended last week, man.
Yeah,
like, I'll cut you now, mother.
Yeah, that was good, but I didn't like the fact that I guess those people are so addicted they can't get off the stuff.
Yeah, it's mad. And you remember when she was first telling that those group of scientists or doctors to do like the research in terms of how much, and when he's like, it's only 12 out of how many cases that I probably felt so disheartened, man. But obviously it's like they've done the sort of combination with something, can it? Or
it's the combinations that
and then the numbers just went up, man. Like it's deep with Michael Keaton's character though, because I would have thought, you know, when he got back home and he came back out of rehab, I thought that's it, he's done, he's cured, isn't it? Like, and then when like his sponsors like knocking on the door, like I just thought he fell asleep. but I didn't know he's actually started taking again.
Within a day or so, he's back on.
Yeah, that was sad, man.
But is it when the woman came into the door and said, "Oh, are you trying to kill yourself?"
Yeah, the black woman.
Yeah, she's just like, I just don't want you to die, innit? Like, so then he just,
Or the girl that was like, for the whole episode, was like in love with the church, like going back to God and all the rest of it. And then right at the last minute, she's like, "Have you got any oxy?" And he's like, "No, I ain't got no oxy. I've got some heroin, baby."
bad, bro.
She's like, "Okay." I was like, no, heroin is one drug you don't want to fuck with.
And that's what they're saying, like the Oxycontin,
yeah,
it's so expensive or just so hard to get that people just started now going onto heroin, like the more accessible drugs. Yeah. So either way, like even if that does get banned, it's just like, let's go back to the drawing board, isn't it?
But I also, even my guy, the owner of the pharmaceutical company, the way he just look, he is running the business. He ain't trying to care about nothing else. It's the business. Like, I want to make maximum profit.
Yeah. It's mad, bro.
That's 100, man. That's Dopesick. Is there anything else that you've been watching?
What have been watching? Watched a couple of films over the weekend. Watched Unforgivable, Sandra Bullock.
Okay, that's the one.
What's that saying?
Yeah, it's pretty predictable. Well, yeah, it's pretty predictable in a sense. But yeah, that was all right. The Wrath of Man.
That's the
Jason Statham
Guy Ritchie, is it?
It's mad, yeah.
We watched that. That's on Netflix, though.
No, it's on
Amazon.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
We watched that ages ago.
No, it's come out.
What, the one that? Oh, the one that where his son died, then the whole moving the cash thing, and the one about the one where his son died and he got shot.
Yeah,
and he works for like a company that moves money around and try to find out.
Yeah, that is the one. Yeah. Oh, it came out
time ago. It's on Netflix. I'm sure it's on Netflix.
No, it's on Prime, but I think you watched it. You watched it on. I'm sure you watched it on Alternatives. You might have been talking about it on Alternative.
He's definitely talking about the right thing.
Yeah, watched it ages ago. Okay.
But you know what's funny about that? Because I thought, there's another film that Guy Ritchie's done with both Jason Statham and Josh Hartnett, and obviously Guy Ritchie's done this film with Jason Statham and Josh Hartnett. So when I was watching it, I'm like, I'm sure the trailer was a bit comedy, and I'm just not getting any comedy from this film at all. But yeah, that was decent.
Yeah, it's a big film.
And I watched the that one with Benedict Cumberbatch as well. The Power of the Dog.
Okay.
Is that any good?
Yeah, that was good. And Tick Tick Boom as well, Andrew Garfield. That's a musical, and that was good as well.
Thank you for telling me it's a musical.
It's good, man. In fact, I would say to give it a watch, actually. I think it's really good. You'd be quite surprised if you can just get past this. The songs are good, actually, anyway.
Okay.
Go on, recite them.
Yeah, Wrath of Man was released in April 22nd, originally, and it was released in cinema, the USA on May the 7th. And then I'm assuming that's when they come out on Prime.
Yeah, the way because every time you open up your Amazon Prime,
it's on the top.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
So I think it was a cinema release. Now you may have actually spoke about. When you say like that, Rich, you may have actually spoke about it before. It's got Eddie Marsan in as well.
Sorry?
Eddie Marsan. It's got Eddie Marsan in it.
I don't know who that is,
And Scott Eastwood. Listen, I need this guy to just do some 2022 version of Good, Bad and Ugly, innit? Because he's spitting an image of his dad, man. And whilst he's still youngish, he still needs to do it. Do you know what I mean?
All right, it's got Josh Hartnett in as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I didn't like Josh Hartnett's role in this, man. I know he's not like up there with the current actors in it, but I still think that he was just a waste guy in this film. Basically, I think he didn't do much.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett. Remember, there was once upon a time he was making.
Yeah,
he would make big moves in the film.
Lucky Number 7.
Yeah,
Black Hawk Down.
And remember, he started. Well, the first one, second Faculty. Do you remember the Faculty?
Yeah.
Usher was in that as well, isn't it?
Sure.
I like that film, you know.
In fact, it was a good film, man. It was a good film. With the girl, and she ended up that she would, yeah.
I probably didn't know that was Josh Hartnett, you know, because I think the first film I really kind of knew it was him or recognized it as him was Lucky Number 7, and then you know when you go back and you're thinking, oh, that's that guy. Yeah, that's one of them ones.
All right. Yeah, Rich, you watch anything else?
No.
Kels?
No, man, no.
Yeah. Means you are working hard. That's what I like. Yeah. All right. Queens is got one more episode. I'll talk about it next week when the final episode of Queens comes on. I think the final episode of, oh my gosh, what's the one I've been watching about the basketball?
Swagger.
The final episode for Swagger comes out next week as well. Now it's, you look, if you've got Apple TV, you can watch on TV, it's actually Celtic. But I just wanted to pick up also a YouTube series with Munya, which is called Race Around Britain, where he's meeting different comedians and they're going around, or different personalities and they're going around. So I think the first episode he had Philly in it. This second episode he's got Nadia Rose. And the third episode is with Kel's brethren HP, Harry Pinero. Very good. Give it a watch. It's like at the moment, I think this week in this episode 2, they were talking about Karens, and I think you got Karens to make a rap. Yeah, it's
only 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah, it does make me chuckle. It does make me chuckle.
But does he look like proper like untouched towns?
Yeah, so in the first episode, he was in Wales. So when he was in Philly, he was in Wales. And like
they were playing bingo, weren't they?
Yeah, you just ask them stuff, like they're like, you know.
I've always wanted to go to like a town in Britain where it's just proper like.
You want to go there?
I don't want to go there.
This guy's never seen American Werewolf for London, have you?
All of a sudden, there's bare pitchfork. Just run it.
Who told me to do this?
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Do you think there's a town in the UK that has never seen black people? Do you think there is a town? Would you in the UK?
Nah, I think everyone must. Well, maybe not seen physically.
Physically,
everyone's got TVs.
No, but I mean, physically.
Podcasts.
I mean, physically.
Yeah, physically seen.
Yeah, Giza, you know Mr. McCurdy?
Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But remember where he used to live in Scotland?
Yeah,
they never physically saw a black person until one came there, and she was a singer. That was the first time. So they had one black person in their town. So yeah, boy, that definitely still exists, bro. Definitely, without doubt.
Yeah, no. All right. Well, guys, I guess we'll be here next week for episode 122, which potentially will be our last episode of the year, unless random get bored. All right, guys, this is 121. So what we just make up as we go along. All right, guys. Peace, love, prosperity. Have a lovely, lovely week run up to Christmas. Make sure you go out there, buy your presents, all that kind of stuff. If you want to send us anything, send our podcast on to other people. That's all I want for Christmas. All right, people. One up, one down, one love.
Big up.
Gang.